I have tried starting this video and recording it upwards of 20 times. I can't seem to get across what I actually want to say, but it's clear that we need to have a talk. If you're a fan of the channel, you would notice that over the past week or so, I have not made a video and I haven't talked about what I actually want to talk about, and that is the current state of Call of Duty, of Black Ops 6, of Warzone, and of my channel. I have seen one of the strangest years of Call of Duty this year. Black Ops 6 released, and I had one of my best months ever on the YouTube channel. This was followed up by December when the Warzone integration happened, and that fell off a cliff, like completely fell off a cliff. It went from my second best month ever to my second worst month ever doing this full time. And it led to the question, why? Did I do something wrong? Was my content not good enough? What could I do better? And then I started to see crazy stuff. Like I would make a video like I did last week talking about the events that are currently going on in Black Ops 6 and how I think they're lackluster and how they need to be better as a whole. And all my comments would tell me that I'm just piling on Call of Duty, that I'm only making these videos because there's all these people saying negative things about the game that I'm just trying to hop on and get views. Then I'll make a positive video and I'll say something good about Black Ops 6 and everyone will tell me that I am a shill, I am a COD cocksucker, I am all of these things because I said something positive about the game. So I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. And I don't know like what I should be saying, but I always try to give my honest opinion on what I think of Call of Duty, the game, and review it as a whole as my own kind of person. I don't try to repeat anything that anyone else says. And I want to be clear, there is a huge problem currently going on right now with Call of Duty, but I also want to get my opinion across here. And that is that as a whole, Black Ops 6 is the best Call of Duty game that we have seen since at least Modern Warfare 2019. It's fun. It plays well. The movement is great. The guns are great. I like a lot of the progression models in the game, but there is a clear issue with this, and it's not what everyone is saying. You may have seen Nadeshot's video yesterday saying that he was taking a break from Black Ops 6. And the reasons that he gave for that was the servers, was the hackers, was a bunch of things along those lines. And I will get to that. Those are bad. They are incredibly broken, and they're incredibly bad for the game. But they're not why I think the game is failing. Top of this, Charlie Intel tweeted yesterday saying this: what Warzone needs, a working anti-cheat, stop resetting quality of life features, allow for big map rotations, have consistent releases, rebalance aim assist and mouse and keyboard, fix audio issues, better servers. So all in all, essentially the exact same stuff that Nadeshot was saying, but in Warzone terms. As a whole, Nadeshot was talking about ranked play. Now, don't get me wrong, these are huge issues, and they're things that need to be fixed as a whole for the game. But I want you to also realize that probably less than 10% of people who are playing Warzone, who are playing Black Ops 6, actually care about these things. Yes, they're going to notice desync. They're going to notice hackers here or there, but it's these top 10% of players who really notice these things, and they need to be fixed for those top 10% because those are the players who play the game most. But something that you may notice if you go back and look at the history since Call of Duty Warzone came out. Warzone, when it first came out in 2019, was a game that was being released alongside Modern Warfare 2019. Verdansk was the given storyline, and they put out a map with a battle royale on it and pieced that together. When Warzone 2 came out, we had El Mazrah, and we had DMZ on that. We had a story going along with that. We had the story from the campaign going along with that. Now we have Black Ops 6, we have Area 99, essentially no story going alongside that. The release of the game right now in Black Ops 6, we have Avalon. Avalon is nowhere to be seen right now in Warzone. Warzone is its own entity at this point, and it shouldn't be reset when a Black Ops game is put out. It shouldn't be reset when a Modern Warfare game is put out. It should be a standalone mode, and it should be built up as its own thing. Things don't need to be reset once a year. We don't need to remove things that are good for the game. The map doesn't have to be the same as it is with Black Ops 6. It should be its own entity. Now, in doing that, it would fix a lot of the problems that we're currently having, but not all of them. I think the two biggest problems right now from a, let's say, serious player standpoint, someone like me who plays every day or streams every day, or you who plays probably every day, are number one, hackers, and number two, servers. The servers are complete garbage and Call of Duty isn't paying for better ones. Big, big, big problem. Number two, their Ricochet anti-cheat is garbage and they're not banning hackers. In fact, I truly believe that they're shadow banning more players who don't deserve to be banned than players who actually do deserve to be banned. Do I have any proof of that? No, that's complete allegations that I am saying, but it's truly what I believe. Those are two huge problems, but that's not the big problem with the game, because for the last years, we've had crap servers in Call of Duty. And yes, I do think one thing Nadeshot said is that people are realizing with games like Valorant and with games like CS is these higher tick rate servers make games feel better and more people are playing those, so more people are noticing the problems with Call of Duty. I agree with that, but I don't believe that's why people are dropping off of Call of Duty. I believe people are dropping off of Call of Duty because the game is boring. I'll say it. So how can I say that this is a good Call of Duty game, but it is boring? Let's take a quick look back. Let's just go as far as Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2, the recent one, was one of my most hated Call of Duty games ever. I hated how the multiplayer felt. I hated a lot of the design decisions that they did with perks and the way the guns felt and everything like that. I just didn't like it. But there were new things in the game. DMZ was there. Raids were there. They tried new things with the game that kept it fresh and exciting for me. Then Modern Warfare 3 came out, and the multiplayer essentially fixed all of the problems I had with Modern Warfare 2. So essentially that in and of itself, the weekly challenges for weapon mods, the weekly challenges to get camos, the events that were happening frequently, this was new. This was new to the game. That had never been done before. But now, with Black Ops 6, let me ask you this question, and try to answer this down in the comments. What is new in Black Ops 6? Because really, all of the multiplayer modes are ones we've seen before. We're not getting anything new like Ground War. Gunfight has been removed. Gunfight tournaments are nowhere to be seen. Face Off is technically a new mode, but it's really just 6v6 on small maps with no score streaks. Progression is good. The new prestige system is great. Rewards for camos and things like that are great, but they're all things that we have seen before. The one thing that they did new this year is zombies. And guess what? The one area of the Call of Duty community that is thriving is zombies. And there's a completely easy reason to look at that. There are new things. We haven't had zombies since Black Ops Cold War. They bring it back, round-based zombies. People are loving it because it's new, it's exciting, it's fresh. There is nothing fresh aside from movement with Call of Duty Black Ops 6's multiplayer. There is zero new in Warzone. Like you could argue that there is new maps and new perks and things like. How does Warzone play differently now than Resurgence did on, say, Rebirth Island, or Big Map did on, well, Urzikstan, because that map's been there since 2023. In my eyes, the problem right now why players are dropping off of Call of Duty isn't because of these small things like servers and cheaters. I think there is a super small part of the community that is actually dealing with that. Do I think it should be fixed for the more in-depth players, if you want to call them that? Absolutely. I think for Call of Duty to move forward and hit that next level of popularity, these things need to be ironed out. They need to put money into it. They have Microsoft behind them now. They have the money to do so. That thing needs to be fixed in those ways. But as a whole, what's going to bring people in is not repeating yourself over and over again. I'm pretty sure that's the definition of insanity. And guess what? We have seen the same results over and over again. The game stays about the same size over and over again until something new is put in, like zombies. Until there is something new like DMZ. I truly believe Call of Duty needs to do something new to gain people's popularity. And I see people saying, oh, well, we have a Squid Games event coming out in January. Is that going to bring people? Probably not. It's an event. It's there to sell skins. It's there for them to make more money. It's not there to bring new players in. And I think this is going to become a bigger and bigger problem because Call of Duty is right now trying to keep up with Fortnite. They're going to try to be keeping up with GTA 6. And let's be honest, that is just not going to happen. And I truly believe the only way they will be able to do this, the only way is to have something new, whether that be a DMZ, whether that be something new like an extraction shooter, or whether that be something new like a looter shooter. That's what I would like to see personally. I don't see it happening anytime soon because I think next year is going to be another rehash where they add in wall running, say that that's the new thing, fix the servers, fix cheating, and say, oh, well, a new year, a new Call of Duty, they'll probably reset Warzone once again. And I think people have just kind of had enough of that at this point. Now, you may be wondering what is going on with my channel as a whole. Am I going to be quitting Call of Duty? And the answer to that is no. I have two channels. I have this channel and then I have Ink TV. Ink TV, we play other games over there. We watch videos about video games and have stream highlights and that kind of thing. And if you want to see things other than Call of Duty, although there is Call of Duty over there, it'll be linked down in the description. This channel is going to remain Call of Duty. I have, I think, 3 or 4 more story videos I want to get in before the new year. And then we're going to be taking a little bit of a turn with the channel, I think, come January. I think I want to try some new things. I want to go back to some older Call of Duties. I want to do a little bit more retrospective and maybe a little bit more live style videos that I think you guys will really enjoy. I have one video that I have been piecing together for a while now. That's going to have to do with a live stream that is going to be happening in January, which I haven't confirmed a date for. Once I know it, I will tweet it out. So be sure to follow me on Twitter as well. Call of Duty isn't going to be going anywhere, and I wanted to get my opinion out there because it's seemingly every time I say anything about Call of Duty, there's going to be people dumping all over me in the comments. There's going to be people saying, oh, it's all about skill-based damage. All I say to that is use your brain. Like, actually think about things before you say them. And there is a problem. There is a problem with the game. And I think it's the lack of new content, the lack of exciting content. Do I think the servers being horrible helps with that? No. Do I think cheaters being everywhere helps with that? No. But I don't think that's the main reason why people will come to Call of Duty or stay with Call of Duty. Call of Duty's gameplay has always been king, but it's been the new and exciting things that they add year after year that keep people playing. Whether that's a new battle royale, an extraction shooter, zombies mode, an extraction zombies mode, or anything else altogether like gunfight tournaments. There hasn't been anything new put together this year, and that is what I am missing at the very least. So if you disagree with me, you can feel free to let me know down in the comments. I don't even know what to say at this point. This has kind of been my opinion. I feel like I've kind of blacked out throughout this video, so hopefully I got my points across well. I have a very contradictory opinion to what most people are saying. I really do think Warzone at this point needs to be a standalone game. I think their own studio, probably Raven, needs to be working on that. And that way, when a new Call of Duty game comes out, not everything that they've built up to that point gets reset year after year. I truly believe that each year there should be something new. I feel like we are missing a new IP. I'm sick of just seeing Modern Warfare Black Ops, Modern Warfare Black Ops, like a ping pong match between the two. But yeah.